Tiran again from Anytime Fitness here in Katy, and I am here to share with you a weekly tip when it comes to weightlifting. Today we're going to talk about range of motion. Now we have different types of range of motions. We have muscle range of motion and we have exercise range of motion. They're two different things. When we talk about range of motions of joints, it can be that the range of motions go all over, right? Especially in our shoulder area. We have hip range of motions, we have knee range of motions. Basically every joint in our body has a range of motion, all right? But when it comes to exercise range of motion, when we're trying to target a certain body part or a muscle group, there we have a specific range of motion that we need to be aware of that is not the same as a joint range of motion. So as an example, when we look at a tricep, I'm going to do a very common tricep movement. It's called tricep kickback. And here, you're going to see that when I do a joint range of motion here, you got a full extension, come all the way up here like this and all the way back. That's a joint range of motion. But when we're targeting our tricep for an exercise range of motion, this portion of the joint range of motion doesn't really do us much good when it comes to our tricep, right? This is more of a hammer curl, okay? We're different muscle group there. When we're working our tricep for an exercise range of motion, here we want to go from this point to here, and that creates that tension on that particular muscle that we're trying to target. All right, so for a tricep kickback, it's from here. So this is a different range of motion from a joint range of motion and an exercise range of motion. Okay, that's the difference. Now another one is in our shoulders. So I'm going to have Dorinda come to the back here. And what we're going to do is we're going to see that a lot of people like to do shoulder or military presses where the bar or the dumbbells come all the way down here like this and then they press up, okay? This is very, very common, but very, very unnecessary when it comes to our mid-deltoid, all right? So what we recommend that you do is that to be able to do a exercise range of motion for this, just come down here and then press. Here and then press. If I were to take off my shirt, which I'm not going to do, is that you would see that my deltoid down here is barely even activated. But when I get it to here, I can feel immediately that now my mid-deltoid here is now activated, okay, from this range of motion. When it's down here, hardly activated at all, I'm using a lot of my tricep to do that press, okay? So there you can see that you've got a difference between an exercise range of motion and a joint range of motion, and they're not the same thing. So it's important for you to be paying attention to when that muscle is activated, right? So that you know that you're getting the maximum use of that muscle and that you're targeting exactly what you're looking for. So that's the tip of the week. Range of motion, exercise range of motion versus joint range of motion. Two different things and something we should all be aware of to get the maximum out of our time we spend in a club like Anytime Fitness here in Katy. So until next week, this is Tiran. We'll see you soon. Hashtag Weight Training Wednesday.